Hello, basketball fans. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for Los Angeles, CP3 at point with Redick there the backcourt. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the sky-sweeping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Griffin in at the 4. And for the Heat, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the power forward.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication, has really become an outstanding coach.
The 3 from Dudley, and it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron with it. Chris Paul covering. Stolen by Dudley. Inside. Redick. And it's blocked by Chalmers. Bosh with it. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
On defense, the Clippers. 4-point game. The baseline J. The rejection by Paul. Feeds it to Griffin. Makes the lead pass. Here's Redick on target from 13 feet.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on a shot, and doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. You're a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there. So having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
And the shot is good.
Got 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this play.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Now here is Haslam. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Out to Wade. Clock at 6. Bosh dishes to Wade. Chalmers defended by Paul. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Haslam. A beautiful reverse layup. Haslam's got his second basket of the game. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier. He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
Now here's Bosh. The dish to Haslam. The Heat need to get a shot off. Ball's not loose, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Clippers making a change here. The Clippers trail. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Well, he told his guys that protecting the rim is priority 1, 2, and 3. He went on to say, if we don't take away lanes and meet them at the rim, we'll be seeing highlights of them dunking on us all night long. Something they're hoping to avoid, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
Now here's Paul after LeBron James's miss. Barnes passes to Mullins, working on Anderson. The 10-footer. Can't get it to go. And Miami the other way now. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post. You know, Steve, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection shoots fewer three-pointers, but a higher percentage. So now, you know, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package. You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Cole. Allen right side. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Allen. Back to LeBron. He feeds it to Anderson. Allen dishes to Anderson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Clippers leading by 3. And it's Paul penetrating. Rejected by LeBron. To the inside. Here's Allen. Rejected by Dudley. Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Look from Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Now here's Anderson. And Cole kicks to LeBron. Battier passes it to Anderson. He's against Mullins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Paul outside. That's good. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Battier. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Mullins, he's covered by Bosch. Mullins passes to Crawford. And it's blocked by Bosch. Cole dishes to Battier. Goes up on the block. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, CP3 did a lot of things, guys, to change the culture of the Clippers, but one that maybe gets overlooked is how much he encourages and models talking on defense with this team. If you don't call out a screen or a rotation on his team, he'll call you out about it.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Byron Mullins. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Here's Collison. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Collison off the pick from Jordan. Barnes kicks to Griffin. He dishes it to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Drains the three-pointer. Barnes has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers. And we've seen the Clippers turn around over the last few years. It doesn't just happen purely with talent, although it helps certainly. But Steve, a lot of it has to do with the change in the team's mindset.
Yeah, you can load up a team with a bunch of scorers and talented players, but if they aren't playing for each other and motivated to have each other's backs, then it does nothing. And I think Paul has done wonders for just the chemistry and the mindset of this Clippers.
Hammer time! Hammer time! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
The Heat trail by 11.
Griffin is doing amazing things on the court and off the court. I mean, his charisma and sense of humor really have made him one of the more marketable players in the entire league.
Redick with the bucket.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Haslam defended by Griffin. Haslam, it's good. Haslam's got 6 points. Now Collison looking for his first basket still in this one. Going back to Griffin, he spent a summer interning with an LA-based comedy website I'm reading. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a love for comedy, and, you know, playing in LA, that's a great opportunity for him to work on the entertainment side of things. And, of course, he does have a real job with the Clippers. He's got to focus there.
He does. You know, but those commercials he's in are fun.
They are good.
They're good.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Collison kicks to Barnes and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat trail by 11. Chalmers pass to Bosch. Good ball movement here by Miami. Battier kicks to Haslam. Inside to Bosch. Banked in off the glass. Bosch has got 4 points in the quarter.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Battier dishes to Bosch. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Left side Bosch. And there's the pass to Haslam. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, really the heart and soul of this Miami team in a lot of ways, Udonis Haslam. Born and raised in Miami. He's played his entire decade-long career with the Heat and just a tough, hard-working guy and a locker room leader.
And back to Haslam, he helped lift the Florida Gators program back to prominence, took them all the way to the NCAA championship game, playing at center of all positions.
But was really heavy back then at Florida. He had to lose a lot of weight before he was ready to play in the NBA. Went to Europe to play first. He's been the heart and soul of the Heat organization ever since.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Clippers leading by 11. Redick inside the line. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Well, I tell you what, the Clippers playing in the Western Conference knew they'd have to take care of business facing Eastern Conference opponents, and they did. 21-9 against the East, and a bunch of highlight real plays along the way.
Man, another mistake. This is embarrassing. I mean, you've got to make better decisions than that.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. He kicks it to Redick. 1:51 left in the first half. Shot is off. The Heat trail by 15. The drive by Wade. Right through the knee for the win.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Playing much better here, guys, and it looks like they're starting to make up some ground. We'll see if that can continue.
And for the Clippers against the East, they had a winning record against every division out there. That's exactly what any coach, Steve, would hope for at the start of the season.
And you'll remember the Clippers went on that big streak in December, and I think the early part of the season they won 17 games in a row. A lot of those games out on the road back east. So I thought that established the tone for the Clippers for last year.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul comes in for Darren Collison. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Griffin a screen on Chalmers. And it's Paul penetrating. Rejected by LeBron. In transition, here comes Miami. Chalmers with the ball. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Shane Battier. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Mario Chalmers. And Redick kicks to Barnes. Dishes to Paul. That's good. Paul's got his second basket.
You know, when he has that basket in his sights, he will go right at it. Once he's in tight, he is a flawless finisher.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Chalmers against Paul. Rejected by LeBron. And now Chalmers pushing it up. No one back to stop him. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.